Today in MATLAB Basics, I'd like to show how you can concatenate data of different sizes together. This example comes from someone that had some test data where they would run the test for different lengths of time, and they still wanted to get all of that data into one larger matrix. If we look at this, we can see that I is the test vector. That is data point 1, 2, 3, data point 4, data point 5. And then here's the results from the test. And what if one of the tests only ran for 3 data points? Well, it would look like this. Now, if we try and concatenate these matrices, we might say something like M is equal to I, and then A, and we'll get something of this nature. But what happens if we try and concatenate B onto there also? Well, that's where we have the problem, because these are not the same length of vectors, and so they cannot be concatenated. The way we're going to solve this little problem is by pre-allocating M to be a matrix full of nans. Let's clear out the original M that we were just working with, and I'm going to say now that M is equal to not a number. And how many rows do I want? Well, I want 5 because there's 5 data points. And I want 4 columns because there's 4 columns of data. And so now we have an M that's full of nans. Next, we're going to replace those nans with the data that we're interested in. So we could say that M, and I want all of the rows, and I want column 1 to be equal to I. And that's going to go in and fill those values in. Now we can be a little bit more explicit when we do this. If I come up here, I can say I actually want to not go through the entire column, but I want to go from 1 to the number of elements in A, and I want that to go into the second column, and we'll put A there, and now we've got this, and that fills in. What is really nice about this is we can now come in here and say I want B to be in the third column, and put in B, and notice that when we read this off, MATLAB interprets this as M counting from row 1 to row number of elements is 3, so 1 to 3, third column to be equal to the current value of B. And now we can do that for the fourth column also. And there we are. So we've managed to concatenate all of those, even though they're different lengths, simply by doing a pre-allocation. Thank you.